giving meaty, it's giving chickeny, it's giving protein. It's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another air fryer recipes video. Today I'm going to show you how to make oil-free tofu in the air fryer, some sweet potato wedges, and some zucchini fries. All these are delicious and all these can be made in the air fryer using minimal or no oil. All the recipes will be in a blog post linked below, so definitely check those out if you guys want all the ingredients and measurements and everything. If you do try them and enjoy them, make sure you give my blog post a 5-star review because those help me a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoy these air fryer recipes. Before we jump into the recipes, I have a very exciting announcement that I have launched another trip this year. Yes, my friends, myself and my assistant D are going to be hosting a very delicious vegan tour in Mexico City. Guys, this city has so much to offer and so much delicious vegan food. I actually went there in November to do like a little scouting trip to like see what's out there. Guys, it did not disappoint. So we have a very fantastic itinerary for you and it's gonna be a 5-night, 6-day trip. It's gonna be so much fun, filled with lots of delicious food, Mexican culture, learning all about this amazing city. So if you guys wanna come on a very fun vegan trip to Mexico City, definitely check out the link below with all of the details and the itinerary and everything. And the first 10 people to book this trip will get $100 off of their trip. So don't miss out, you guys. My South Korea trip that's happening in October is sold out very quickly. So if you're interested in coming to Mexico City, do not miss out. Book it now. And it's coming up pretty fast in May. You don't want to miss out. Check out the link below. Come with me to Mexico City. Thank you so much for listening and let's get back to the video.
All right, let's make some delicious air-fried sweet potato wedges or sweet potato fries. Now you can peel the skin or keep it on, it's totally up to you. I peeled some parts off because it looked kind of funky, but otherwise I kept most of the skin on and then I just kind of cut it up into these kind of thick wedges. You can obviously shape them however way you want. The beauty of sweet potatoes is that they are so naturally sweet and delicious that you basically don't need anything really to make it taste good. And you definitely do not need to be deep frying a sweet potato, okay? I mean, you can, it's obviously delicious, but you can air fry it and it will still be so delicious. After you've cut your sweet potato into these lovely wedges, you can put it into a nice bowl and then you're gonna coat it with just a little bit of oil. And then I'm just gonna toss it to get the oil kind of coated because I'm not using too much. So I just kind of wanna make sure that every piece has a bit of oil. And then when you are ready, you can season it. And like I told you, sweet potato just naturally has such a great flavor that honestly, you could just leave it, okay? You don't even need to season it, okay? But I'm just gonna add a few seasonings. I'm adding some salt and I'm also gonna add some garlic powder. Some paprika or smoked paprika would be really good as well. And you can also add some black pepper if you'd like. But again, you can literally just add a little salt or you could just not even add salt. It's up to you. I just feel like it tastes good regardless. So feel free to do whatever you want. And of course, you can always switch up the seasonings according to your preference. This is just a little guideline. And then you're just gonna toss it up and make sure that every piece has a little bit of the seasoning before you put it into the air fryer. Now I mentioned this in my last air fryer recipes video, but I have like an air fryer oven. So mine has like these trays. So I'm just placing them onto the trays and I'm just kind of trying to separate them as much as I can just so that they cook better. It's okay if they're touching a little bit and you're gonna air fry at 390 degrees Fahrenheit for about 14 to 17 minutes and then you want to toss it or just kind of flip it halfway if you could, and that's basically it. These are so good. You can feel free to make your own little delicious dip. Maybe a vegan aioli would be nice. I like to just dip it in ketchup as well. Whatever, you know, you fancy. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. This is such a good snack. Makes a great side to any delicious meal.
So I've been making a lot of sweet potato fries, sweet potato wedges, like chunks recently, so I'm pretty obsessed. It's so good. And this is healthy. This is healthy. So good. Easy, delicious. Try it.
Now on to recipe number 2. We are making oil-free tofu in the air fryer. Yes, my friends, you don't need to have oil to make delicious tofu. Surprise, surprise. This is delicious and super versatile. You can eat it however way you want. You could just eat it on its own with the sauce, or you can throw it into whatever dishes and it's gonna be awesome, okay? So we're gonna take extra firm tofu, and it's up to you if you want to press it. I'm going to press it because I have this tofu press, which I didn't realize I would actually use, but I actually use it quite a bit. Okay, before I had a tofu press, I almost never pressed tofu, but now that I have one, I actually use it quite a bit. So I will link one below if you guys are interested in a tofu press. Anyways, I pressed it for about 10-15 minutes or so just to let some of the excess water out, especially because my extra firm tofu, I don't know if it's because I buy like a cheap one, but it's like actually not that extra firm. It's more like maybe like a firm to like medium firm. So it has like more water than I would like. But if you use like a really firm, extra firm, you don't really need to press it, okay? So that's my little 2 cents on the tofu situation. Anyways, we're gonna cut up the tofu into nice bite-sized cubes, and then we're gonna put it into a bowl. And I'm gonna quickly mix together a marinade of soy sauce, rice vinegar, and maple syrup. And then I'm just gonna toss it into the tofu. We're gonna let this sit for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, let that marinade kind of soak in. And then we're gonna coat it with some garlic powder, some paprika, some salt, and cornstarch. The cornstarch is gonna kind of create this like layer, and it's gonna coat the tofu and make it nice and kind of crispy on the outside. It's a great thing to add to your tofu if you like that sort of crispy outer layer of the tofu. Cornstarch is gonna be your best friend if you love tofu. And once everything is nicely tossed, you're going to add your tofu pieces onto your air fryer tray, and make sure the pieces are not really touching together because the cornstarch is going to kind of make it like sticky, and I don't know, it's just like not good. Okay, so just like try to separate them as best as you can. And if you want, you can, cook these in different batches and air fry these at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 15 minutes or until cooked to your liking. And I also recommend flipping them over halfway so that it cooks evenly. For me, because I have an air fryer oven with 2 trays, I basically just have one at the top and one at the bottom, and then I just switch the 2 halfway between. That's how you make crispy tofu in the air fryer. These are great as they are. Like, you can just enjoy it like this. You can add a little dip if you want, maybe dip it in some barbecue sauce or some hot sauce, or you could just throw it into whatever dishes. This is something that would be great to kind of prep in advance and just throw it into your favorite dishes as your protein source. So you have some like lovely tofu that's like already ready to go, ready and flavorful and has a great texture. It is awesome. So definitely try out this oil-free air fryer tofu.
Okay, so I made like a sriracha mayo, and this is what we're working with here, guys. Let's try a piece. You can eat it on its own with like a sauce, like I just did, or you can just literally make this, keep it in the fridge, and just throw it into anything. A stir fry, a salad, a wrap, protein bomb right here. It's giving almost like a chickeny sort of taste. It's giving meaty, it's giving chickeny, it's giving protein. It's giving delicious.
And now for the final recipe, we're gonna make some zucchini fries in the air fryer. Yes, what a fun way to eat some vegetables. So we're gonna take some zucchini, or courgettes as the British people call them, and we're going to cut it up into kind of these thin fries shapes, if you will. And if your zucchini has like a big inside part, that like inside area, what's it called? Like the inside area where it's kind of like seedy and a little mushy. If there's a lot of that, you can cut that part out, okay? Because you don't want soggy zucchini fries. So that's what I did there. My zucchini wasn't super, mushy on the inside, so I didn't have to cut off too much. Anyways, into a bowl, I mixed together some flour and water to make a very simple batter. And then into this bowl plate thing, I'm mixing together the coating. So I'm mixing together some breadcrumbs, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and some salt. And I'm just gonna mix that together. And once you have that, what you want to do is take a piece of zucchini and dip it into that liquid batter, and then you're going to coat it with that dry coating. So first we're going to wet it, then we're going to put it into the dry coating and let that dry coating stick onto the zucchini. And obviously you can repeat that process until all of your pieces are nicely coated, and then you can place your zucchini fries onto the air fryer tray. And I'm keeping this recipe completely oil-free, but if you want, you can take a little oil spray and just spray it onto the zucchini fries. That's totally up to you if you want it to be a little bit extra yummy and have that little extra kind of savory taste from the oil, because let's face it, oil is delicious. But even without oil, these were delicious, you guys. So you don't actually need it, but just giving you different options, you know? So once you've coated all of the zucchini fries, you could go ahead and put it in the air fryer at 370 degrees Fahrenheit for around 12 to 14 minutes. You can flip them halfway as well, cooked to your liking.
Look how gorgeous. Look how gorgeous. What a way to get maybe your kids to eat some vegetables, you know? This is such a fun way of eating veg. I'm gonna dip it in that sriracha mayo. That coating is like nice and crispy and it's like savory. Highly recommend making like a vegan sriracha mayo. I just mix together sriracha with some vegan mayo. Simple. Oh, it's so good. So good. Great snack. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this air fryer recipes video. I'm gonna link my playlist, which has all my air fryer recipes. So check that playlist out, that'll be linked below. And of course, all of the recipes you saw today will be in a blog post linked below as well. So definitely check out those recipes. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you check out my Mexico City vegan food tour. That'll be linked below and that's happening in May and it's coming up, so don't miss out. That's basically it. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!